A very good afternoon to all our viewers and welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Azra Hassan. Now before we head into our stories in detail, let's take a look at the headlines.
Another supplementary estimate presented to Parliament for the purchase of vehicles and house renovations. Excavation of Umar oil project halted, drilling machines to be removed. 3 suspects allegedly involved in the Mirigama bank robbery arrested. Trump and Putin to meet face-to-face at the G20 summit. EU and Japan sign record trade deal.
On to our lead story now. Speaking in Parliament, UMP MP Heshan Vithanage highlighted the importance of formulating a national program to integrate graduates to the labour market of the country.
The child earns university entrance, living through abject poverty. However, we have lacked a quality program that is worthy of their hardships. There have been instances when recommendations which were put forth have been shot down. We have also seen how these undergraduates are used as political henchmen. That is not the way. They should give it more value. The education system needs to be designed in a manner where the students could be integrated to the labour market without an issue. We need to appreciate him solely because this recommendation is coming from the governing body. We see 3.6 million births annually in the country, out of which only 300,000 of them receive school education and only 280,000 fare in their ordinary level examinations, out of which 160,000 get through to the advanced level examination, but only 25,000 get an opportunity to enter state universities. This means only 7% of the children are enabled to receive an university education. An average student shows exceptional performance through the scholarship, ordinary level examination as well as the advanced level examination. This is the country's future. When this exceptional group of students leave the universities, the government is entrusted with the task of utilizing their skills. The unfortunate situation is such, even the graduates are forced to seek political influence even to get a signature.
Another supplementary estimate is to be presented to Parliament today. According to our parliamentary correspondence, the supplementary estimate contains a number of proposals, including the purchasing of new vehicles for ministers and the renovation of their homes. Parliament convened at 10:30 this morning. With that, moving on to more local news. Faced with the escalating crisis of the damage done by the Umar oil multipurpose project, the government has decided to temporarily halt all excavation activities until the water leak is completely stopped. Issuing a communique, the Secretary to the Ministry of Mahavali Development and Environment, Anuradhi Sanayaka, said that drill machines at the lower sector of the tunnel will be removed within the next 10 days. The Secretary has said that the decision was taken following a discussion that was held with the relevant parties involved in the Umar multipurpose project under the instructions of President Maithripala Sirisena. The technical instruments required for the excavations, based on recommendations of the special consultant from Switzerland, will be brought to the country before the 18th of this month. Moreover, the President has also called for a Norwegian expert to observe and investigate the Umar project and submit recommendations regarding the project. The Norwegian expert is scheduled to visit the country on the 31st of this month and will submit the report including recommendations on the 15th of August. The ministry further noted that steps have been taken immediately to allocate 300 million rupees to the Badala district secretariat to provide compensation to the people affected from the project. Now we'll have a comprehensive report on this story on our primetime news at 9 tonight. With that, moving on to more local news, 3 suspects have been arrested in connection with the robbery of a private bank in Mirigama. Police say the suspects were arrested in Panipitiya, Homagama and Naturugiriya last afternoon. A T-56 firearm, a magazine, a motorcycle and other equipment used in the heist have also been discovered. The suspects are due to be produced before the Athanagala Magistrate Court today. The robbery took place on the 26th of June. Speaking at an event yesterday, State Minister of Public Enterprise Development Lakshman Yapa Abewardena expressed the frustration at the tone of political discourse in the country.
There are a number of issues that our country faces. There are some issues that we like and some others that we don't. Today, when you see the topics that are spoken by politicians, it's all about destruction and agitating one another. They speak on topics that are not related to them. They forget that the duties of a politician goes beyond that. They forget that they need to serve the general public who elected them into power. Their duty is not to speak at events or meetings, rather to serve the people. This road from Mullatinahena to Kotapilla was constructed at a cost of 5.4 billion. I did this project not to garner votes, but rather to fulfill my promises to the people. Many politicians believe that they can only gain happiness by engaging in other activities. However, an honest politician gains his happiness from the work that he does.
In a weather advisory issued for this afternoon, the Met Department predicts light showers in the western, Sabaragamu and central provinces and certain areas of the southern and northwestern provinces. The department says showers or thunder showers may occur certain other areas in the eastern, Uva and northern provinces during the afternoon. Fairly strong winds exceeding 50 km per hour are expected in the southern province as well as the Kalutara and Badula districts. Police have raided an illegal distillery in Pugoda. The raid was carried out based on a tip-off that they received. Police said that 27 barrels of Goda, 450 bottles of illegal liquor and 5 gas cylinders were seized by them. 2 individuals involved in the racket were arrested by police and they are to be produced before the Pugoda Magistrates Court today. Sri Lanka cricket captain Angelo Matthews believes the team should come together to win the upcoming matches. He made this statement during the media briefing held following the third ODI against Zimbabwe. Sri Lanka took a 2-1 lead in the 5-match ODI series against Zimbabwe by clinging an 8th wicket in the third ODI.
I knew the field was a good one. That is why I advised not to let our guard down. You have to gain a little more than a 6 per over to reach a score of 310. That is why I told them that the field was good and that we could win this. All what I told them was to think well. You might have seen how we worked hard during practices. Sometimes we miss and sometimes we perform well. So we are trying to bat and bowl well in every match. Sometimes we may not have performed well, but in order to perform well as a team, we have to maintain consistency.
And with that, we wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. For the News1st team, I'm Azra Hassan. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day.